Everyone wants to know the best practices you can do and practice for your Google My Business location listing. So what would I suggest are the 7 most important factors that you need to do on a regular basis? Well, of course, things do change, but as it currently stands, I've got 7 things that I think you should be doing today. So I'm going to go through those 7 things with you now. And I've got a real bonus at the end, something you'll want to download and print off that's going to really help you if you're serious about improving your Google My Business listing. Welcome to my video. So I'm Zane from Zanet Design, and I help businesses grow on the internet. So if you've got a business and you're wanting to optimize it and get inquiries and customers picking up the phone, then you'll know from my previous videos that Google My Business is one way which will really help you. And you'll also know that if you don't subscribe, then you'll miss out on the very latest techniques that we're using to improve our listing when it comes to Google My Business. So make sure you subscribe below, click the alert button, and then you won't miss the next benefit that comes from these videos. But today we're particularly going to look at 7. So I had the challenge, can I come up with 7 things, because there's many other things, but 7 things that will have a real impact if you regularly do these things. Not difficult things, things you can follow. In fact, I've even got videos that I'll show you how you can look at each of those videos on each of the 7 tips today. But let's just look at the first tip and then see what that requires you to do. So my first tip is location. Now, you do need to have a location for your business. Some people perhaps try to have a PO box. They try to run perhaps more than one business and then change the location. But you know, most of the suspensions that take place that I know of are because people are trying to change a location, maybe through good reasons even. They've had their account suspended. So having an address for your business, registering that, using the postcard verification technique, and doing all the things that really Google asks you to do will be the right way and the sure way to make sure your location remains. If you do then have an area that you want to serve and you don't want people coming to your location, that's fine too, because Google's happy with that. You can have an area and you don't have to have customers coming to your office or your front door if you don't want that address revealed publicly. But you do need to first of all register with the correct address. So there's my first suggestion. Use locations the right way, understand how to use it. And here's a video that shows you exactly what's needed if you want to make sure you've got either a service or you've got a physical location address. So my second tip and best practice is don't just be happy with the category that you first registered, or don't register as many categories as you can. What you need to do is just know what categories are currently out there, and then of those categories, which ones represent your business best. So they need to be relevant to your business. Having more than 2 or 3 categories is fine as long as those categories also represent the main bulk of your business. So don't overly do categories. Having said that, don't short sell yourself by only having one category if there are other categories that fit as well. So this third tip of a best practice is improving your citations. Now again, I've just given some videos recently on this of how it's important to check to see what other indexes and citations of your business are out there on the web. Because if you can find them, you can guarantee that Google already knows about them. So what rankings are they giving you? Or what's the NAP, the name, address and phone number that's registered there? Are you being found in some of the main citation areas? Have you got a Facebook account, a Twitter account? Have you registered with Yelp? There's all sorts of areas that you need to really find out what your competitors are registering under, and then you need to register there too. And then make sure you've got accuracy there, get reviews, because they have an impact on how Google My Business ranks you. In fact, what you're trying to do is build up an authority outside of Google My Business. And by doing that, Google My Business will give you more authority. So it's an interesting way in which it works, but Google My Business is no longer just about what you optimize with it, but it's also about what you've optimized outside as well. So make sure your citations are accurate, up to date, and keep in context with what you've already put on Google My Business and your website. Now, the next area is photos, or photos and videos. Now, photos are interesting because they provide you, or provide the customer, with a visual understanding of what service it is you've got or what the products are. And Google really wants you to use photos. In fact, we know that there's a whole search mechanism you can use with Google Images, where you can search, and Google has a really good understanding of what images are. In fact, there's proof, and one of my videos shows this, that Google can read text on your image, and it even recognises everything about what the image is, the branding on it, and so on. So if you're uploading images, consider putting text on there that's relevant to your business, and also put a logo on there, your logo on there, so that Google sees that. And the other thing as well is then add geotagging as well. So geotagging, again, I've got a video which I'll show you how to do that. And with geotagging, you can let Google know that that picture or that image came from an area that's in the area of where your office is serving. So in that way, again, you're just telling Google, I am who I am and my location is authentic. So images are really important, as are videos too. In fact, you'll see again, I've got a video that shows you how you can build a 360-degree video. So rather than paying £500-600 for one, you can do one yourself using the Google Street View app. So make sure you check that video out if you haven't seen it already. So videos, posts using videos, or just images themselves, making sure your logo's there, making sure that you've got all the members of your team there, maybe the front end of your office or your shop. All those things have an extra bit of information to Google to show that your business is authentic. And also, if you don't believe that Google values what you put when it comes to your images and photos with your business, well then just have a look at your insights. There you get a breakdown of where your traffic's coming from. And I've found from my experience and with my clients that basically Google sends most of the traffic to my Google My Business, not by means of the map or by people searching for me, but by coming across me through my photos, my designs. So I'm a web designer. They see my designs and they then want to know who the designer is behind it. So if you've got a very visual type of business, then use photos to your advantage and make sure you brand them, you geotag them, and you'll find you get a lot of traffic in the future. So that's my next tip. So my fifth tip is really links. Now, links is what every SEO guru talks about, getting links in from authoritative sites, getting links in from government sites. How do you get links? Well, there's two ways to go about it. You can really go out and try and get links and ask people to link to you, which is one approach. My approach is if you build up enough information and your information is useful, as hopefully you're finding this is useful, then what will people do? They'll link through to you. They will naturally find, say, this infographic that I'm about to give you at the end of this video. They will look at it and people go, well, that's of value. I can see the value in that. And they'll link to the infographic or the PDF, or they'll use the JPEG or the PNG, and they'll use it on their website and it's branded and it'll link through to your website. And what that is it's just encouraging natural link building, which is what Google wants. So my thinking is that rather than manipulate linking, just give value, give something that people want to link to, and in time, then you'll find that your link building grows naturally, which is the right way in Google's eyes, rather than manipulating link farms and paying for links, which again is all illegal, and Google's trying to stop that. So in time, I think proper link building will work to your advantage. Now, the sixth area I want you to look at is reviews. And you know that reviews, obviously, sometimes they come naturally when someone's really pleased with the work you've done. They'll just give you a review. Or if people have come to your shop, your business, and they're really happy, they might just then write a review about your business. And some people get really hung up on the idea of it has to be a 5-star review. But you'll notice that most businesses don't have a 5-star review. And that's fine. In fact, a survey went to show that anything around about 4.3 to 4.6 is considered a very natural type of score for an authentic business. So rather than being worried about the score and thinking that the score affects your ranking, which it doesn't, Google explains quite clearly that is not the case. What Google is interested in is just having, again, natural reviews from different people, reviews on a regular basis over time rather than all at the same time. In fact, Google even wants you to ask for reviews from your clients and customers. It wants you to build up a rapport of reviews and then answer those reviews as well. And the idea of this is just so that people can see that Google My Business has real people visiting real businesses. People do read reviews, and actually that's where the 5-star makes an impact. It's the impact on the human being, not on Google themselves. So I've got a really good video that explains a lot more detail of what Google's looking for. So make sure that you look at that video after this one if you're really interested in understanding reviews. And my last Google My Business best practice is quite a simple one, really. It's just keep updating your Google My Business listing. And what that will be based on a lot of the time is when you get an email come through to your inbox, don't ignore it. Have a look at it. If it says you need to update your hours for, say, a holiday coming up, a national holiday, just click on it. Go through, just say I'm still open or I'm closed on that day. But that gives signals to Google. Or on a regular basis, at least once a week, write just a small post. Upload an image, a photo of your products, and just let people know that you're still open or you're still taking in clients or businesses and so on. Basically, whatever you do, it only has to be a small update, but just do it on a regular basis. Post events when they're coming up. Post what's new. Add new images when you have them, and update your hours and make sure your special hours are updated too. Now, all those things don't take more than just a few minutes, but every time you do that every single week, over time, Google says, well, for the last 2 years, this person has been regularly keeping us up to date. They're clearly interested in running a business that helps customers find it. That's what Google wants. That's what Google rewards. So as a best practice, it doesn't sound much, but it has a big impact on how Google views your business. So those are the 7 things that if you really wanted to just put them all together and then just follow them on a weekly basis, that would be really useful for your business. And to help you, if you go to this link now on the page, it will take you to my website. On my website, I've produced a brand new infographic there for you to download. You can print it off. It's in high definition. There's a JPEG version. There's a PDF version. And there's 7 videos there for you to follow on each of those 7 things. So hopefully you'll find that of value. If you want to link through to it, that'd be great. If you don't want to link through to it, that's fine too. If you feel I've missed anything, comment below. And if you've really enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. It's been really good. Hopefully that's been useful for you as well. Now, if you want to know another thing you can do, and you've done all those 7 things, well, here's a couple more things that you will find useful if you want to grow your business. Thanks for joining me.